It's going down. Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakha Kwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of It's Going Down, being brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai. Inflation in Japan, highest since 1982. Okay, now here it says, a weak yen has been pushing up the cost of imported commodities. So the yen has gotten weak to the point to where now it's starting to inflate. And there's a reason why all these countries are going through hyperinflation. I mean, we got not hyperinflation, but inflation. I mean, we got Germany going through inflation. We got France going through inflation. We got Britain going through inflation. We got Athens, Greece going through inflation. We got the United States of America going through inflation. You know, we got Britain going through inflation. We got many parts of Europe that is going through inflation. Okay, we have many countries going through inflation. Okay, and the reason why all these countries are going through inflation, because really it's the so-called elites that are doing it. They're systematically crashing the currencies in these different countries so they can bring in a new way of buying and selling, which will be digital. And it won't just be digital, it'll be on a device the size of a grain of rice, which is the MOTB. So Japan's consumer price growth accelerated to a 40-year high in October, driven by a weak national currency and imported cost pressures, government data shows on Friday. Okay, according to the report, the nationwide core consumer price index (CPI) was up by 3.6% from a year earlier, showing the fastest pace of growth since 1982. Last month's jump exceeded the 3.5% rise expected by economists and the 3% gain seen in September. The rise in the index, which excludes volatile fresh food prices but includes oil products, confirmed that inflation remained above the 2% goal of the Bank of Japan (BOJ) for a seventh consecutive month. The report indicated that foreign supply constraints have driven up the prices of imported food, industrial commodities, and manufacturing parts. A fall in the national currency yen, which in dollars terms is down by more than 20% this year, has added to the woes of the 522 items composing of the CPI 406 were more expensive in October than a year earlier. In September, the figure was 385. Energy costs in the country soared by 50.2%, while food excluding perishables was up by 5.9% in the fastest rise in 4 decades. Among food items, 88% were more costly than a year before, led by alcoholic drinks such as beer and sake. Prices of household durable goods surged by 11.8%, their biggest rise since March of 1975. The Bank of Japan has forecast average prices for the fiscal year to March 2023 will be 3% higher than in 2021 to 2022, but that the rise for 2023 to 2024 will be only half as great. And I don't see this country, I don't see this place continuing to know 2024. You know, next year could be the year that Yahweh Shai return. You know, they keep talking about a 2024. It's like, shut the fuck up, man. You devils think you're going to rule forever. I don't think so. The Lord has an appointed time for you to rule and an appointed time for you to be taken down. On Thursday, the regulator pledged to maintain monetary stimulus to achieve wage growth and sustainable and stable inflation. It will keep long-term interest rates around zero and short-term rates at minus 0.1%. So there you go. Country going through inflation. And this is all a part of the Lord's judgment. Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 5. Okay, Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. So every morning doth the Lord bring his judgment to light. And what we're seeing here is Japan being judged, because they're not exempt from the Lord's judgment. You know, the Lord have not forgotten about what y'all did to the Israelites. And what you're still doing to the Israelites even to this very day. You know, you got them living on reservations. You got them living in slums, the projects. You know, you treating our people like shit down there. You know, a lot of our people, you know, that they're homeless down there. So you gooks, you're not exempt from the Lord's judgment. So now y'all asses are going through inflation. But with that, I'm going to say shalom. It's on to the next one.